I will rank them as hats. I will say this is a bad hat because of this. Why is there a buckle on your bandana? That's a bad hat. The bandana. Okay, we're gonna be relatively generous with our assumptions here. We're not assuming that that these are supposed to be hats for the purpose of protection against the sun. We're assuming that these are hats as in fashion accessories. And so bandanas will fall under hats. But there's a fucking buckle. That's gonna be so uncomfortable. Like dog shit hat. It's like tiara adjacent. That's bad. It's not gonna be dog shit, but it's gonna be bad. That does not look comfortable, and it's not really that pretty either. That's like the fucking doctor, like nurse hat or something. That's a hat. I will give that the hat rating. A crown. I will say this is a good hat. Personally, all right. I think in terms of like functionality, it doesn't offer much, but it's the sort of stuff that is actually pretty. Like aesthetically solid, aesthetically pretty good. That's earrings. That is not a hat. That is not even remotely close to a hat. That's a mask. That's also not a hat. Okay, a fucking. This is a fine hat. This is. I would say this is a hat. This is. I wouldn't put any adjectives next to the word hat. This is a hat. Okay, so here we have a circlet that's a little bit more fancy when it comes to ornaments, but I feel like it's too. There's too many angles. I feel like if you want to have this many angles, you need to have jewels on the like places where the angle changes, you know? Otherwise it looks too weird. So I would say this, paired with the fact that it does not look comfortable, this is a bad hat. Okay. This is a good hat. This is a nice looking hat. It's a bandana that's like that doesn't look uncomfortable and that has a nice little ornamental thingy. I like it. No, that's just a worse version of this one. I don't like it as much. This is a hat that looks uncomfortable as shit. So this is gonna be a bad hat. This is not a hat. Okay, that is just not even close to a hat. Okay, now we have all the tiaras that are pretty much the same thing, but just different colors. Honestly, I think they're too spiky. Like, aesthetically, they don't look that good, and they don't look comfortable. I'm gonna say they're bad hats. This looks spiky as well, so it looks just as uncomfortable. However, it looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing. So I will just give it the title of hat. This is a lot nicer than the one we had earlier. This one, like not having weird, like uncomfortable angles, and it being like relatively smooth curves with jewels at the end. This is a nice looking. This is a nice. I will say this is a good hat. I'm not a fan of the droplets here. I feel like they don't fit here. I would have rather seeing them like on the horns here. This is a hat. This is a good hat. I like this hat. This is a good hat. I don't know if a helmet counts as a hat. I don't think so. I would say this is not a hat. This is a hat. Honestly, I think the biggest issue with this is that it looks like it would be really ugly from the back. Like that's my biggest issue with this hat. It looks like the kind of like it looks nice from this angle, but it looks like the back of it would be like weird. But I will award it the title of hat. The Wanderers, it's a hat. The TF Crown Marvel headpiece. I think that's a good way to say it. Yeah, it looks like it's straight out of a Marvel movie. This looks like something Loki would wear. It looks like a movie prop. A little too much. I'm gonna award it the title of hat as well. Okay, this is a really cool hat. Like, this is a really cool hat. A hat that's just straight up on fire. I will award it. I will award this the first title of Pog hat. Does it include the fire? Yes, it does. That's a mask. It's not a hat. That's a mask. That's not a hat. That's a mask. That's not a hat. That's a mask. That's not a hat. Okay, a tricorn. This is a really good hat. I like this hat. This is what Vivi wishes it were. I don't think it's quite Pog, but it is a good hat for sure. That's not a hat. That's not a hat. That's not a hat. That's not really a hat. Okay. Ooh. This is an interesting hat, but I don't know if I'd say it's a good hat. I guess it can fit certain outfits very well, but it's not the sort of hat you can wear with anything. But it's a good hat. I will say it's a good hat. Okay, this is the first crown in a while. I'm gonna be honest, this is an ugly ass crown. It's too convex, I guess. Like the shape of it looks like you put it on top of your head, not like on your head, you know? I don't like that. That's how tiaras work. Yeah, and tiaras tend to not be good hats because they look ugly. That's not a hat. That's not even okay. The Deepwood hat. So here's the problem with this one. Someone fucked up the shadows here, and it looks like it's the wrong shape because of it. But assuming that that wasn't a thing, I would say this is a good hat, in my opinion. Good hat for sure. I think we can consider this a hat. I think that falls under hat. This is a hat. Tiara equal ugly, woman hater confirmed. Listen, buddy. I'm not the one who's enforcing gender roles by forcing tiara onto women only. Alright? Don't project your issues onto me, kiddo. Cut! Why would disliking tiaras mean anything when it comes to behavior towards women? It sounds like you're saying only women can wear tiaras. Cut! Anyways. Not a hat. A hat. That's not a hat. That's not a hat. That's not a hat. This is gonna fucking get in your eyes. That's a bad hat. This is a good hat, I think. In my opinion, this is a good hat. I don't really like this hat. It looks like it's too heavy on one side. Yeah, there's too much going on for sure. Not a hat. No, that's pretty fucking ugly actually. This is a bad hat. That's not a hat. I mean, that's technically a hat. I don't know how it's supposed to stay on your head, but that's a hat. We've only had one Pog hat then, right? Wait, what was the Pog hat again? I forgot. It was this one, right? True. Yeah, I stand by this. This is the best hat for sure. Rank Sans, but as what? As timekeeping devices? I don't think that's gonna work out very well. This shit's a fucking sundial. Oh, nice. That's not very effective. Rank feathers by how good you can tickle enemies with them. True. Rank flowers by how they would smell. What about that one? Thoughts? Chat, what do you guys think is the stinkiest flower? Vermilion? Yeah, actually, good take. First impressions of vegetable juice. I mean, it's not the first time I've had vegetable juice in my life, but low sodium, hopefully, yeah, of course. Anyone who drinks. Wait, did I fucking double click by accident? Anyone who buys like non-low sodium vegetable juice is an idiot. Because if you're drinking something for the taste, why would it be vegetable juice? And if you're drinking it because it's healthy, why are you taking something that has 8 times your daily sodium intake in one glass? Like you have to. There is no reason to ever take non-low sodium vegetable juice, okay? That's just like you're just an idiot if you do that. What's your preferred vegetable juice reaction? I mean, personally, I'm a sucker for the vegetable gin, Worcestershire sauce, and Tabasco reaction. So it's a pretty good one.